Alright, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Brennan Billion on this sweltering July. It is really humid in my apartment. I'm gonna teach you about Upwork.com. Now, I'm no connoisseur of this website. I just know that I made $350. This is after Upwork's fees. In total, I made $438. Here are the fees, 87 minus 438, and we're at 350. As opposed to like getting taxed from like your state or federal government and stuff like that. I have absolutely no idea, but if you reach this amount, you'll receive a 1099K from Upwork in January 2023. So if you make at least $600 on Upwork, which you are going to do it because you want to make money, you're watching this video so you can make money, and I am going to try to teach you how I made this, what was it, 430 something, aka minus taxes, 350 USD. I'm no tax guy. I just pay whatever I owe, and that is that. My client is Superman, yes, Clark Kent, you know, the guy, the man, the dude. So for week 1, I worked 13 hours. One day I worked, now excuse my calculation, wasn't good at math in school ever. Out of school, I was even worse at math, so it is what it is. I tried my best. First day, so was, now let me tell you the story actually. June 30th or 31st. And the day after I signed up, I said, you know what, let me give this a shot. In order to get a job, you have to browse the listing, you know, click on the search bar here and highlight jobs and press enter. So what I do is I do data entry. So I input data into Google Sheets. You can use Google Sheets. My client used Google Sheets, so I use Google Sheets. It's free. Some clients will want you to input data in Word format, which Google also has Google Doc, or you could use Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. There's like a subscription like Office 365 online subscription. That's Microsoft Office, but like an online version of it that you can subscribe to for like $7 a month. So if you got a job and you need Excel, just put like $7 in, or use this, you know, either way, as long as you get the job done. But I mean, if the client's using one thing, you're probably going to want to use what they're using, you know, just for compatibility's sake. So yeah, to find that job, I literally searched data entry, and you can see my recent searches here. Well, it's gone now. You can like filter it, expert. I don't click any of this stuff. Like the only thing I would probably click is to make sure that it's from someone in the United States. So like client location here, you can see Africa, Americas, Asia, so all the different regions. And you could go down here. I'm in the US, so you know, I'll just hit that and it'll show me all the jobs from people in the US that are, you know, looking for someone to do data entry work. And you can sort it by relevancy, newest client, blah, 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 blah. I usually just sort it by newest, and then, so this is like one block, that's another block. So all of these are different jobs. Right here, client info, payment verified, you can click that. I'm gonna say this right now, a lot of jobs, or at least in like the data entry section of this site, are not real. They are fake, they are scams. You just gotta, honestly, I would just click payment verified and just browse it like that. And you know, you scroll down, and this was from 9 hours ago, 9 hours, 8 hours, 5 hours. If we were to unclick that, of course we would probably see something from like 5 minutes ago, 21 minutes ago, 21, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Now I mean, it all depends how comfortable you feel applying to something that has an unverified payment, because in order to send a proposal to someone, you would like click here and then you would submit a proposal. You see this number right here, available connect 22. This is in order to submit a proposal, so an application for this work. I would have to use 6 coins of my 22, and if I wanted, let's say I'm out of coins, then I would have to buy coins. They're called connects on this site, but I would like go here and then current plan, freelancer, basic. I don't know what any of that means, but so you can see I have 22 available connects, and if I wanted to buy them, 10 connects is $1.64, so they're fairly affordable. 150 is $25, so that's why, like, when you apply to a fake posting, it's a scam. And some of these people, right, they'll contact you and they'll try to say, hey, message me on Telegram. I have Telegram right here at the south of my mouse, if you can see that. Initially, do not initiate contact with them outside of Upwork. There's no need to really ever move off of Upwork in most cases. Of course, after like you've done some work for that client, then you can probably do whatever you want. Don't hit them up on Telegram, WhatsApp. It's a scam. You're going to waste your time. You're going to waste your money. Connects cost money. So put time into applying for each job. Seriously, like some jobs are like 6 connects, and it is annoying when no one hits you up, which is probably going to happen. So that brings me to my other tip, right? All right, let's say we can do anything in the world, right? So we got 27,000 jobs here. So your best bet would be this one right here, the newest job on the website, which was from 9 minutes ago. You would read this. Sometimes there's going to be like attachments, like PDF attachments. So for example, I do data entry, so sometimes there would be a PDF of like some information they want put into a Google spreadsheet. The most important thing is when it was posted, because I kid you not, I asked the guy why he accepted my proposal, and he said I was literally the first person that contacted him. Now this is funny because so when someone contacts you through Upwork, you'll get an email. So I sent my proposal out. I'm like, whatever, right? And then I look on my phone. It's an email from Upwork, and then it tells me that someone has messaged me on Upwork. So I go on Upwork, I check my messages, right? And I mean, they get a message from you that is your proposal. It says, so I was like, hey, by the way, put more effort than I put in, okay? I said, hey, would love to help you out with this. How exactly would you prefer the data to be inputted? I'd imagine, and then I'm not gonna say the type of work. Anything you want, I'll take care of it, so don't worry. That's what I said. That is straight up what I said. That's how I talk to people. That's how I talk to these people. I don't care who you are. That's how I talk to you. I'm at a point where I would rather be comfortable. The last message they sent me, I'm still working for them too. The last message they sent me was, heck yeah, thanks dude, you're so reliable. They're showing their appreciation for what I've done for them. Be professional, but also be yourself. Do not take this nonchalant advice from me, and like, if I don't get work because of it, that's just what it is. That's sort of a standard that I have held myself to. I'm not going to be comfortable if I can't be who I am. But all in all, regardless of your personality, you must do the work done. Do the work done. That doesn't mean you have to do the work and do it well, swiftly, and accurately. Don't go too crazy on the keyboard. Take your time, make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. Whatever, it's no big deal, but just at the end of the day, make sure the work is done. And if you have questions, always ask questions. Communicate with them, let them know the estimated time that you believe the work's going to be completed. Let me see if I could find some examples of conversations that I've had. There were some times where he went over something and then it looked a little bit interesting, so I went over it, and then we well, in the end, I turned out to be the one who was correct, but it's like communications like that, talking with your client and just making sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. That's what you have to prove and show to them. Just do it in the most normal way possible. Now, I want to say this, I am no freelancing extraordinaire. I literally just signed up to the site and I got this job by luck. because he said I was the first person to respond back. And we got on a Zoom call. The task was simple. I could totally do it, even though I've never worked with Google Spreadsheets in my life. It just required me to input data, for example, so like name, I don't know, address. Is that how you spell address? I hope so. Let's see, city, language. This makes absolutely no sense, right? So if you hold shift and just press like the arrows, you can select like multiple things. And if you go here to borders, you can like border that. And then if you hold this, you can hold it or you can press shift. I'm holding it with left click on my mouse. You can also border this, right? And then say if you want a line down here, you would just border it on the right, boom. Or let's just say you want lines all the way down. Let's see, I guess that would work, or no. So what I did there was Control Z. Control Z is the undo button. Let me see, I think it's a vertical. There we go. So yeah, and then you would, I don't know, Scott, Pie Street, New York, English, right? This is absolute nonsense. Do that. We're gonna add some horizontal lines. This is ugly. There we go. Horizontal lines. Absolutely hideous. So you know how to add borders. Borders don't really mean anything. They just look nice somewhat when you do it well. So let's say like this was the link to YouTube.com, right? So let's say if this was a link to YouTube, we could hit Control and I believe it's Control K, and this would be like www.youtube.com, and now we have a hyperlink to youtube.com, and right here would be the text for it, so we could capitalize that, and it still leads to youtube.com. So we would hover over it, Control K, and you would see the text here. That's right here. That's what you see, and the link, that's what it leads to. We could have it, lead to YouTube. We could, have it be Google, and the text could be anything. But obviously you want to correlate it to where it's sending you, right? So now you know how to add links. This was all I needed for my first job. I went on a social media page and I added links to a list of videos onto a spreadsheet, and that was it. 300 the first 2 weeks doing that. And if you want to remove the borders, you would highlight it, go to borders, and clear borders. You could change the color of the border, you could change the border style. If you want to remove this, you just highlight it, press backspace. That's that. I'm gonna link a video that's going to teach you Google Sheets. It's from Free Code Camp. It's a 3-hour tutorial. You don't have to watch the entire thing. Just watch like the first 15 minutes of it. In the comments section of that video, someone posted like an outline of all the topics, so you could go to that comment and you could like just look and see what the course is going to teach you. But I highly recommend that. It's probably going to be somewhere here if I learn how to do that, but it's definitely going to be in the description. Nearly 9 hours, so 88. Then I worked 40 minutes the second day. Then I worked 4 hours the next day, so 13, nearly 14 hours in total for the first week. And now this is what Upwork paid me, but this is the calculation from the actual math that I did. But Upwork sort of rounded, I guess, to 0.33 cents. This is what I got paid. Let's go to week 2, 50 minutes. The rate is $10 an hour. So the reason why it's so low, I set the rate myself. You could set the rate to anything you want. Obviously, I had no idea what the heck I was doing. Never worked in Google Sheets before. I have had a job as a data entry specialist, but that was like 2 years ago. So I was out of the game and just thinking to myself, what's the easiest thing that I could do? Data entry. You just look at pictures, PDFs, whatever. You sometimes research on various websites. Then you just take information from that site, like the list of vice presidents or board members on a specific company. And you would enter their names, their titles, their address, email, all in a nice format. July 4th, $8, $83.50. I didn't work this day. 26, 100. This. I remember this. That was 10 hours. I was trying to speed through it. It was grueling. I'm a fast worker. The reason that I actually worked 10 hours was, one, I wanted to go hard for the client, but two, I just wanted to get the task over with. This 10 hours is not because of my skill. It's because of a certain website we were using that was really on the slower end. So I just had to trudge through it, which I did. Then the day after that, 3 hours in total, 30 hours, so $300. Add that plus that, I got $438 my first 2 weeks. This is my current earnings for this week. So I already got paid for the first and second week. These are my current earnings. I didn't work yesterday. I was actually supposed to have a meeting with this guy, but I was asleep. Yeah, I just told him if he's up today or tomorrow, we could do that meeting. Meetings are pretty fun, make jokes and whatnot. Be human, but also be professional. You're not a robot. So you're going to go to Google. You're going to search Upwork. You're going to click the first thing, okay, www. All right, Upwork.com. You're going to see something like this. Right, just gonna say hi for anything from quick to longer job. You can see all these skills that they're looking for and more. I'm sure you have one of these, and I just sort of taught you, the skills that got me to do this really simple job of inputting links into a Google spreadsheet. And this is how much you can charge. There are people who charge way more than this, twice this amount. Microsoft says one of the greatest advantages of utilizing freelancers is finding a great variety of talent, and this is true. The person I work for is, I'm not going to say his job title, but works for a pretty big company in the YouTube space. We could even say over 6 million subscribers. And this is someone you're in direct contact with. Always put your best foot forward, do your best work, and be human. Sometimes I'll talk about the weather, obviously not in like a long format. I'll just, after I'm finished with my work, say like on Sunday or something, I'll say it's hot out, make sure to stay hydrated, because that's what I feel like saying. And I like reminding people to take care of their health. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click get started. I'm a client hiring for a project. No, we're freelancers. Unless you're a client, then you can click that. Apply as a freelancer. You're going to input your name, your email, your password, and where you're from, and they're going to send you an email. It's going to have you create your profile. You could put as much or as little as you want. You're also going to have to submit your profile picture. Apart from that, you can put as much or as little, your education, your employment history, projects that you have done. You're gonna have to put a bio. You don't have to put everything as you're signing up. You can go back and fill those in. After like a week or two, it's gonna ask you to verify your identity with like a passport or an ID, and it's going to have to not be expired. Maybe you have identification that doesn't show like an expiry date, then you could use that. So, one thing I want to talk about. You guys saw that huge fee of 20%. So after you make $500 on this platform, then the fee is going to be 10%. So it's going to go from 100 of 500 to 50 of 500. After you've earned 10,000, I think the fee is 5%. So from 20 to 10 to 5. So the more money you make, the less fees that they take. So yeah, with that said, don't be discouraged. If you don't know what you want to do, if you can enter stuff into a spreadsheet, I would recommend just learning Google Sheets and applying to data entry positions. Here you can see a list of all my proposals. I sent out 9. As you can see, some I boosted, some I guess my boost got outbid. The more connects that you give to a proposal, the higher up your proposal is going to be when, you know, they see who has applied. So yeah, I boosted this, I think it was like 10 connects, and I got nothing back. So I don't think I would ever boost again. Definite way is, like the guy said, I was the first one who responded to him. So be the first, not only to respond, but to send out your proposal. I think that's the best thing that you can do. Sometimes they'll have questions for you that you can answer. You know, just put a nicely thought out, honest answer. You can also add images to your proposal. So if you have like a cool analytic spreadsheet that you've done, or like a video that you've done, you can link that in your proposal, or you can upload the image to that in your proposal, and that's going to boost, not connect boost, but that's going to like make them think about you more. What type of job can you do? I would recommend a virtual assistant. So you'll be checking their emails, possibly making phone calls for them, or receiving phone calls for them, or reminding them to brush their teeth and stuff like that. You all know what an assistant is. Do what you can. Continue to study and take what you study into your daily work. Be consistent. Learn something every single day. If not every day, every other day. If not every other day, every other day. But always try to learn something new with what you want to do in life each week. But I want to let you know that if it wasn't for me being lucky, I probably would not have a job with Upwork. So, yeah. Don't contact anyone out of the website. With that said, it's been your boy, Brennan Billion. Hopefully this video isn't too long. I'll try to edit it, cut out the nonsensical things that don't belong. It is 8:40. I got some hot chocolate. It's hot outside. Why do I do this to myself? I do not know. Stay hydrated. Stay healthy. Take care of yourself. Sign up for Upwork and start bidding. Yes, start bidding. And yeah, let me know if you make some money, or if you have any more questions in the comments. I'll definitely answer you. Like I said, I'm no Upwork pro, but yeah.